Matt Rizzo, aka Razor Sharp from Levittown, Pennsylvania. I fight out of Revolution Academy. My opponent is Josh Killion. He's a well-rounded guy. He's been in the game a lot longer than I have. He has almost 15 fights in his career. I'm 6-1. It's gonna be a battle, and I can't wait to get there and put it on him.
Representing Revolution Academy, ladies and gentlemen, Rizzo.
Matt's gonna be fighting for WCC World Cage Fighting Championships up in Allentown, PA. He's fighting a real tough guy, Josh Killion. Josh and Matt were supposed to meet, I think, twice already. You know, something happened to on both ends where he's going to fight. It's gonna be a great fight. You know, Josh is a tough dude. Matt's a tough guy. They're gonna go out, they're gonna bang, and you know, the better man can go out that night.
Josh Killion, he presents me as a well-rounded base fighter. He does come forward a lot. He does not stop. He's very conditioning. So we got to be in tip-top shape and make sure that we are on top and smother him the whole time. This kid is one you don't want to look past at all. He comes every time to fight, and he'll fight anybody and fight anywhere. So that's a good thing that we want to step up to. Fight one of the bigger guys with the bigger records, and we're looking forward to this fight, and I cannot wait for it.
I mean, Matt's good everywhere. He's a good grappler, world-class grappler. He's got great Muay Thai, great boxing. I mean, he's pretty much good wherever the fight goes.
Matt's well-rounded. He works hard every day. He's the guy to have to call up, tell him, you know, make sure he's doing strength conditioning, make sure he's up at 6:45 to meet me at the gym. You know, the kid's always here. He's always beating me here. He is mentally strong, which is a huge part of being a fighter. Strength, you know, strength wrestling, jiu-jitsu. Everyone, you know, his jiu-jitsu, everyone thinks his wrestling is strength. It's actually jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu's he's top-notch jiu-jitsu guy. And, you know, his wrestling coach can play very well with it. Striking, you know, we have a private boxing coach that works with him. He's becoming a well-rounded fighter right now. He's coming, you know, 7 pro fights, and he's basically developing into a, you know, a great fighter.
I think Killion's gonna come out wild. He's gonna come out wild, he's gonna come out throwing a lot of punches, and Matt knows how to defend himself when someone's coming at you wild. He knows how to move around that cage, he knows how to pivot, he knows how to counter punch. And if this kid Killion coming out wild, if Matt can catch him with like a hook or a right down the middle, I think Matt can put him on the floor and possibly knock him out, or if not, you know, go on top of him and choke him out. But I'm going to go out on a limb just because I'm a boxer and I like boxing. I would say if Matt catches him flush, Matt has a lot of power in his hooks and his uppercut, which we worked on for the past year and a half. I'm saying Matt by KO.
Rizzo's great everywhere. Rizzo is good on the ground, stand up, everywhere. His wrestling is amazing. Definitely one of the best in PA. His jiu-jitsu is very well. He's done well in national tournaments. He's done well in, you know, Muay Thai. His Muay Thai is very good. He's training 2 days a week on Muay Thai, so that's.
My camp's amazing. Like I said before, I fight out of Revolution Academy. You know, we are one of the smallest schools in the local area, but that's all you need in the sport. You know, you don't need to fight out of big schools or 100 name guys, top guys in the world. I got 4 or 5 training partners. That's all I need in my camp right now. I have a great boxing coach, Joey Costa. I have a great manager and trainer, Anthony Colantuna. I have a great Muay Thai coach, John Swangler. I have a great teammates, Justin Lesko, Grayson, Cookie. All the guys that come here and help me out, they're here for one reason only. And I can't forget Gabe too, that crazy kid. That kid pushes me to the fullest, and you know, my camp is very well rounded. Like I said before, you don't need 1,000 people to become the best in the world. I have 5, 6 people in my gym, and that's all I need to become the best.
Man, I love the sport, man. I love the sport. It's what I do, man. I went 23-3 as an Emmy, and I mean, I don't plan on stopping, you know, until I'm only 21. So I mean, I still got a long way to go. So I mean, until someone can take me out, or I mean, I think I'm my only person that can take me out. So y'all gonna see me for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I love it. So I'm gonna be putting on hell of shows every time y'all see me. But
I don't know if it would be this fight, but everybody knows Matt's a great wrestler and a great grappler, and he chokes a lot of people out. And once he gets you to the floor, it's hard to get out of that. But Matt's going to surprise a lot of people with his hands-speed and boxing skills when it comes down to it. When the fight goes to a stand-up game, Matt's going to know how to control it. Matt's going to have a lot of power. Matt's going to surprise a lot of people with his boxing skills. And in war, element surprise is one of the key victories to success. And I don't know if it's going to be this fight, but there's going to be a tough fight ahead that Matt's going to surprise someone with his hands-speed and boxing skills and powerful hooks and you know, head movement and ring and cage movement. But it will happen sooner or later.
I see the fight going wherever Rizzo wants to take it. If Rizzo wants to take it to the ground, goes to the ground. If Rizzo wants to keep it standing, stands it. That's all. I mean, I see his game plan working out better than his.
If I win this fight, I'll be 7-1 after this coming year. It's my 4th fight this year. I would like to be hopefully in the UFC by mid next year. I'll be at 125 mid next year, hopefully be in the UFC. Last April, I did go try out for the UFC Tough Enough show. Went all the way through to the boxing round. They basically told me I didn't have enough wins. I was 3-1 at the time. So if I get to 7-1, you never know. Hopefully they'd be knocking on my door, calling me up in mid-January, mid-February, mid-March. Hopefully we're in the big UFC, get on the big fight, and that's the goal. That's the goal, is to get to the UFC. I don't care less about anything else. I want to be in the UFC, and that's the only spot where I belong.
Matt's been training here for a little bit. Matt Rizzo, he comes in here on Saturdays, does some sparring with us once in a while. Really good wrestler. His stand-up's not bad at all. Like, he lands the punches he needs to land to get in. So I see this fight going the same way. Matt's going to get in, take him down, take his back, and choke him out. Matt's one of the few people that I know his size that can take me down. So I have no worries that he's going to take this kid down and possibly end it with some type of submission, either ground and pound or his favorite rear naked choke.
Matt's a real good fighter, you know. I mean, I think he's pretty well rounded. His strikes coming along. Former, collegiate wrestler. He's got real good wrestling skills, and his jiu-jitsu's, pretty top notch. Yeah, I think he's a brown belt. So, I mean, he's gonna be a handful for anyone to deal with. He's pretty physical for 125, So, I think he's got a bright future.
I would definitely like to go, somewhere, UFC, Bellator, but time will tell, hopefully they'll see me sometime and put on a good show there too, brothers.
Fight prediction for this fight. I gotta go with my man Matt. He's been with me for a long time. We work hard together. Matt's gonna be a better fighter that night. I predict Westing submission first round. Not taking any away from Killion, he's a tough dude. But Matt's coming in. We're looking for the kill, and we're gonna move on. Like I said, first thing we're gonna do is fight Killion. After Killion, then we move on.
Prediction for the fight: it's gonna be fireworks. I can tell you that right now. I really don't see this fight going out past the first round. It's going to be a first-round submission or a first-round knockout coming in my favor. This kid's a wild fighter. He throws his hands really wild, and he has mistakes. So our game is to capitalize on his mistakes and come out with a W and become 7-1, and on to the next one from there.